Hello everyone, it's Consider, the student of Gemscape University, currently studying Master of International Tourism and Hospitality Management. In this video, I am doing presentation to fulfill the assignment of Marketing Essentials LB5202 on the topic of Marketing Product Analysis. So for the advertisement of the product, I have given Toyota car. Now let me give the overview of the company. This Toyota is one of the global automotive industry, and Toyota is a Japanese corporation that makes car. This is based in Japan. The company was established in August 28 in 1937. So the word Toyota is seems to be derived from the word Toyoda, which is the last name of the founder of this Toyota company. Toyota Motors designs, manufactures and sells passenger cars, buses, minivans, trucks, specialty cars, recreational and sport utility vehicles. Actually, Toyota is the largest and most successful company in Japan and ranks second globally. Now, let me give the brief background of the company. Toyota is considered as one of the largest motor company in the world. It was came into the 10th position by its sales or revenue. More than 3 lakhs employees are involved in this company around the world, and the Toyota company was developed by Kichiro Toyota in Japan. There are many factories in many countries in the world, such as in Canada, in Australia, China, Philippines, India, etc. And this is the best automotive company which designs the car according to the demand of the customers and produce the most durable cars in the world. Here in this slide, I would like to show you some Toyota vehicles, and here are some Toyota pictures, which are Toyota Camry, Toyota Hilux, Toyota Avanza, Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota Fortuner, Toyota Yaris, and so on. In this slide, I am going to explain about the consumer buying decision process. Consumer buying decision is the process by which consumers evaluate making a purchasing decision. There are 5 stages in a consumer buying decision process. So they are recognition of need, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post-purchase evaluation. Now let's move to the first stage, that is recognition of need. So in this stage, a consumer becomes aware of a noticeable difference between their actual state in comparison to their desired ideal state. So I would like to relate this with my own personal experience. I learned to drive car and took my license and wanted to buy a car for the office work, which saves my time and energy. Now let's go to the second stage, that is information search. Information search is a process known as pre-purchase search. This process occurs when a consumer becomes aware of a need they have and conduct a search to gather information and data on what they can do in order to satisfy this need. Continuing on from my own personal experience, I then needed to bring searching for different cars that would meet my needs. I began searching on different dealers and to find more information on different car brands. Now let's move to the third stage, that is evaluation of alternatives. The evaluation of alternatives occurs when consumers are coming to a decision on which brand or product they will select given the available alternatives that are on offer. In this stage, I began to narrow down my choices to cars that were within my price range. This included cars such as Toyota Corolla, Mazda 2, Toyota Yaris, Honda, in which were reliable small cars that would be able to fulfill my needs. Now let's move to the next stage, that is purchase decision. Purchase decision occurs after available options have been evaluated, in which a consumer must come to a decision on which product they will choose. After finding information on all my options and evaluating my options, I decided to purchase a Toyota Corolla, and I liked the style of the car and it was within my price range. Another factor that helped me to decide this car over others was from information from family friends that their experience with Toyota cars was positive. Now let's move to the next stage, which is also the last stage, that is post-purchase evaluation. In this stage of post-purchase evaluation, uh, it is the stage after a product or service has been purchased and used, in which the consumer reflects on whether the product met expectations, exceeded them, or was disappointing. Personally, the post-purchase outcomes of purchasing my first car was that I have been extremely satisfied with my purchase and it has been a reliable car. Also, I definitely do see that I got a lot of value from the purchase. I believe that I'm loyal to Toyota now through this positive experience. In this slide, I'm going to discuss about the types of decision and the level of involvement. So, the types of decision and level of involvement are routine response, limited decision, extended decision, and impulse buying. Now, let us talk about routine response. The routine response is a type of buying scenario where buying behavior does not require any critical thinking. In this decision making type, the buyer already has extensive past experience with the product, for example, groceries. Now, let us talk about limited decision making. In this decision making type, buyers are familiar with the product but need to obtain more information in order to ensure that it aligns with their needs. It is applicable to the products that are bought occasionally, such as clothing, furniture, and electronics. So, before buying such products, the buyers do research and comparisons and take a moderate time in decision making. Now, let us talk about extensive decision making. Extensive decision making is described as an indulged decision making process. Uh, it is applicable with products of huge value or price tag. This includes products which are also unfamiliar in nature and less frequently bought, such as real estate and cars. These products also involve long-term commitments. Due to the nature of the products, consumers try to collect as much as information as possible and rethink their decision-making criteria several times. So that is why this is considered as the most complex type of consumer decision-making type. Now, let us talk about the impulse buying. Impulse buying takes place when consumers purchase products or services without prior planning. This type of buying behavior is highly triggered by feelings and emotions. Situations in which impulsive buying takes place include those in which the buyer is unclear about what their wants and needs. In many cases, the buyer may end up buying because of the persuasion of an in-store advertisement or display. In this slide, I am going to discuss about the recommendation. So I would like to give the recommendation to the Toyota company to improve braking system and to improve air conditioning system and also to solve suspension issues. One of the most common issues to have with a Toyota is the brake. This is especially the case the Toyota Corolla, but many vehicles made by Toyota will suffer from this problem. And the next one is air conditioning system. Actually, many users have complained about the musty, moldy scent. This is an issue that can be fixed with tune-ups and proper car maintenance. So it seems to be poor air conditioning conditions in Toyota car. So it would be better if it is improved. The next is suspension issue. Suspension issues are also one of the most common Toyota problems. The suspension's front anti-roll bar has a habit of failing quicker than other parts. So it would be better if it is improved. At last, I would like to say thank you to my lecturer who helped me giving knowledge about the marketing product analysis. And this is the end of presentation. Thank you so much.